Welcome back, everybody, to Star Ladder Season 6. My name is Epi, and I'm super duper happy that you are still here with us. Game 1, what a game it was. Virtus Pro versus the Q-Pad Red Pandas, and what a game that was. 11-minute GG, force out of Sing Sing and his buddies by a superior play by Virtus Pro. And right into the next match, where we get to welcome back Fnatic EU into the competitive scene. We have one guy missing today, and that will be No Tail. Hani is playing from the USA at this point, and Ozlick Gaming, a team that I have not heard about as of yet, will be trying to take one game of them, and they have the best, like all the stars are aligned for them. It's a best of one format. They can't take it away. Let's see if they have a pocket strat prepared. Ozlick Gaming, a squad from Russia. Let's see what they can bring to the table. Fnatic playing with a stand-in Doomix, and that is that. Last game I had fucking Mad from DD as my co-commentator. He's now preparing for the best of 5 versus Mousesports for the International 3 qualifiers, but I have another great co-caster with me to provide us with some professional insight, and it is Lawai from Druids, who you might remember from giving us a huge beating in the Staff Cup a few weeks back. Lawai, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
Welcome to the cast, man.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure, dude. Ozlick, have you heard about those guys before?
Yeah, actually I played them, but it was like 3-4 months ago.
Okay.
And it wasn't this lineup, but I played at least 3 players from them, and they're really good. We actually lost that game, so yeah.
They're now playing for the Star Ladder Season 6. All the online games are indeed best of ones. Another quick information for you guys inside the Twitch chat. Our lovely moderator Jan has wrote a quick script for the Twitch chat. And if you type in, I don't know, if you type in a 1, that means you think that Fnatic EU will take this game. If you type in a 2, you will vote for Ozlick Gaming. So start your votes right now, and then later on, or wait for it, don't start your votes. I don't know if you can start right now or not, but Jan needs to probably start it, and then he will, you will see the text from the moderator, and then he'll be like, let's go, and then you type in your 1 or your 2. Don't do it just yet. If you already did, maybe just wait until he starts the poll again. But should be interesting to see how many people vote for Fnatic EU. Hani is playing with 250 ping right now. As I said, he is still in the USA on vacation. Takes some time for Dota. And, well, what do you think about the best of one format, man? I guess anything can happen, right?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of best of 1, because like you say, anyone can happen, and it's not always the best team that wins, but I think the skill difference should be in Fnatic's favor, so they should be taking this game. But as long as, I mean, outdrafts are very, they don't happen as often, but if they do happen, then you're kind of screwed. If you have a best of 1, you can't come back and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Jan, for pointing out that thing with the overlay. Took it out. Keep in mind it's a 2-minute delay, so it's always a little bit later. Also, let me know if the sound levels are fine. I know my stream is a little bit more quiet than other streams, but that's due to unprofessional equipment. I have to stock up on that sometime. Nyx Assassin Darkseer respawns pickups for Fnatic after Lone Druid first pick, and they get the Magnus as well. So already Ozlick going the beefy route, whereas Fnatic kind of have a little bit of team fight, a little bit of ganking, and relatively okay laning. What could the third hero be? Perhaps they should start getting into support right now. They could secure themselves a Rubik right now, so they don't have to worry about Fnatic grabbing up that one, and thus having that imminent threat of the RP being stolen. But instead they go for Bane, a support hero that has quite trended in the competitive scene in the past few months.
Yeah, I assume they pick up the Bane because they're gonna send the Lone Druid offlane, and they don't want the Bane to interrupt with pulling and stuff like that. It's really hard to get a pull off against Nightmare. You guys just can sleep the bear, and then you won't get any XP as Lone Druid. The good thing with Lone Druid on the F lane is that he can pull the lane and mess up for the carry on the easy lane and still get farm and XP for himself. There's not a lot of heroes being able to do that, but facing a Bane completely negotiates that.
Puck also picked up by Fnatic. Puck is one of those heroes that I'm kind of worried about, because usually it's Hani playing the Puck, and he's playing on a high ping. I think having a good ping is very important to pull him off. What do you think?
Yeah, ping difference, like if everyone is playing on 200 ping, it's no problem, but a ping difference this high with playing the Puck, that would be very hard, so I assume they're gonna switch it up. I've seen No Tail play mid sometimes for Fnatic. I remember in EMS 1, I think. He was playing something, so maybe they'll switch up like that. I haven't heard of their standing Doomix.
No, I haven't either.
No.
Have not. It's just, I don't know what No Tail is doing right now, where he is. I heard he's also on vacation or out somewhere. Usually it's Fly who's out and about doing something to kind of well, broaden his horizons. He's like kind of like not like Light of Heaven, but both those guys. There's many people in the Dota 2 scene that have Dota very high up on their priorities list, but also they take time off from Dota 2 to do other things, take courses in different topics and stuff like that. So, yeah. Now we're in the second ban phase. Ruby gets taken out, and the Alchemist, a hard carry that Fnatic are known to love to run. And Fnatic on the other side, they take out the global presence of the Nature's Prophet and also the carry potential of a Phantom Lancer. And I agree with that ban because having the Lone Druid, Magnus, and a PL could be just way too much for Fnatic to handle later on.
Yeah, it would be completely suicide in case they can't outkill them in like the first 15-20 minutes, then they're just going to be on the back foot. Also, the Furion, the split push potential with the Lone Druid and Furion is a lot to handle. And of course the Rubik is taken out not to get the RP against themselves. Since RP is kinda easy to steal if you position yourself correctly. You don't want to face that. Not exactly not what Darkseer. That would be horrible.
Yeah, I agree. And also, like, they need one more support, and then what's the last one? A safe lane solo or a hard carry?
Safe lane solo. I assume more if they're gonna go for offensive tri lane, but I doubt they would go for offensive with Bane pickup. Unless they get like Leshrac or Lina or something, but Lina hasn't been played as much as of late. So I assume it's just a safe lane carry and a second support.
Alright, so 78 votes were cast, and 64% do vote for Fnatic, and 21% vote for Ozlik. So that's a pretty high percentage of people actually betting on the underdog. I don't know if you can actually bet on this on Dota Lounge, but I would definitely pick Fnatic just because I have not heard of Ozlik. But then again, I'm a huge fan of upsets from newcomers, and Ozlik, they pick up Lina. And I feel like both Lina and Bane, Lina even more so, they have a very hard time against a hero like Puck, who has the silence, who is pretty mobile, and can be a big nuisance and pick you off with the burst damage. And Nyx Assassin, of course, as well.
Yeah, Bane and Lina are completely useless heroes if they're silenced. They don't have any HP, so they can't wait for the silence to wear off. And as I said, it's probably an offensive tri lane or try to get a lot of kills early, because the setup combo with Nightmare and into Lina stunning, that's a lot of damage, but that brains up as well. But late game, a Puck with a dagger is just gonna annihilate them. So I don't know, it depends on which carry they're picking up.
Alright. Keep the Vibe picked up by Fnatic. So is this going to be a... Oh no, so those are the two supports, I guess, for the defensive tri lane or an offensive tri lane? Alright.
Yeah, I guess so. Keeper of the Light is of course picked up to like try to stop the pushing. I assume they're gonna go for some kind of early game carry though. They have a very ganking oriented lineup. I assume Nyx is played as support. Maybe even Darkseer mid. I've seen Darkseer mid against Magnus sometimes. Get a really fast mecha, it's viable. But I guess it all comes down to Ozlik's carry and what we're gonna see there.
Well, I think the thing is too that Ozlik, alright, they go for the Juggernaut, and they have the Lone Druid. I mean, what hero can Fnatic pick up right now that will still secure themselves a chance in the very late stages of the game? Because right now, I mean, Juggernaut and Lone Druid plus Magnus Bane, they have two huge teamfight ultimates. Lina, she only needs to make sure she gets her burst out, and then she can die in peace, and Juggernaut Lone Druid will just be a huge nuisance. What is there for Fnatic that could secure themselves early and late game?
Well, they could go for something like an anti-mage to split push, but I doubt they will, because it's quite a risk take against healing power coming up from Juggernaut with a Spirit Bat. Void is of course viable as well, but I don't know, it's gonna be interesting to see. I've seen where Era play a lot of CK in pubs. Maybe they're trying something like that. CK has a lot of mana problems early on, but with Keeper of the Light that's solved. That could be their response to the offensive tri lane, which I assume is coming. And it's an anti-mage, yeah.
Alright, so they go for the old school hard carry. I mean, think back to the days of the International 1, anti-mage was pick banned every single game. But then we also saw heroes like Windrunner very, very often, and it's amazing to see how much the game has changed ever since, how big the community has gotten over the course of just 2 years by now. International 3 right around the corner. We're casting one of the teams that is invited. VP today also proved that they definitely deserve that invite. Let's see how Fnatic, with 4/5 of their lineup, will be able to reinforce that invitation as well. So let's go over the lineups quickly. We got a Hani playing Puck. That's going to be interesting. Trixie on Darkseer. We have Fly playing Cupid the Light. Our stand-in Doomix playing on the Nyx Assassin. We have Era playing Anti-Mage. Over toward Ozlake Gaming side, we got Brain playing our friend the Juggernaut. We have Obi-Wan Banan playing Bane. Oh, he messed me up there. Alba, he's playing Lena in middle lane. We got Slander playing Magnus. And on bot, we got Judo on Lone Druid. So he's going to be doing that pulling action with the bear. And the question is, will Fnatic be able to do anything about that?
It's a bit surprising to see that they actually send the Syllabear offlane, but I guess since they have the Bane, they feel like Fnatic can't do anything against it, and they're gonna push towers hard. I mean, they're probably gonna take down tier 1 tower pretty quickly, and then as soon as Lone Druid gets some items up, they're gonna rotate and go 4-1 with Lone Druid in one lane and 4 people on the other lane, trying to pressure Anti-Mage as much as possible.
What do you think about the Anti-Mage pick itself? I mean, that definitely gives Fnatic the incentive to just get that fast Battle Fury, and after that, he still needs more time to get follow-up items.
Yeah, Fnatic has a very mobile lineup. They have the Nyx and Darkseer and Puck, so they have a lot of ganking potential, and that's what Anti-Mage needs. He needs people to buy time for like 25 minutes so you can split push and do stuff like that. After the Battle Fury, you can always threaten with the Anti-Mage because you can split push the lanes and just buy time for yourself, as well as the team is able to get ganks when teams have to rotate to defend and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. So Slander in mid on Magnus versus Puck. We can see the difference in item choice. Just 3 branches on Magnus. Hani has gone for the big last hit power, a little bit of HP regen as well, or just a lot of that also. And he spent all of his gold, so he doesn't really care about that bottle all too early. And he really... Let's see how Hani does. I mean, 250 ping, that's a lot.
Yeah, that's really a lot. I don't know how much ping Slander has, but I assume he has a lot less. And Magnus versus a Puck, I mean, the phase shift is why Puck is so good against Magnus, and with ping issues, that could be, I mean, he could get RP'd and skewered and stuff like that into towers and shit. And
yeah, that usually wouldn't happen exactly.
Because Puck has no HP.
Yeah.
He's hard to kill, but that's because of his abilities, not because of his HP and armor.
Oh, Slander, he's taking a crap load of harass by Hani, though. And that's one thing that Puck really has to say goodbye to. He can't dodge the waves from Magnus at all. Like, it's I don't even know if it's possible, but we're going to see it happen very, very seldomly that Puck will be successful in dodging. And that's why maybe the phase shift, I don't know if, he's trying... We can just see the impact here of the delay here a little bit, but definitely Hani, one of the strongest Puck players out there. I mean, another player that's very impressive is Fada from Mousesports, but Hani also love his Puck plays. I think Puck in general is a hero that has so much game impact, and that is definitely one big factor for Fnatic in the progression of this game. If they don't want to, if they want to win this game, Puck will have to deliver.
Yeah, they do, and but I still feel Fnatic has the upper hand because they have a lot of anti-push. They have the Darkseer who's gonna go up as soon as he hits level 3 and be a pain in the ass against Juggernaut and their pushing power. And they still have the Keeper of the Light, which I don't know why they didn't ban it out when they were going to go for a pushing lineup. But I guess maybe they're not afraid of it, but I would have absolutely banned it out.
Yeah, I mean Carl just a big nuisance. And the thing is, Fnatic, maybe they feel... Maybe they, no, Fnatic have it. Maybe, I don't know if Ozlake feels safe going up against because they feel like they have heroes to go behind the tower and kind of take away the effectiveness of a Keeper of the Light. But then again, I ask myself, what heroes could that be? Like the Bear, maybe not that effective at doing that because the main hero has to be around as well, and then he will be in a little bit of danger. But I agree, not banning out Keeper of the Light. I don't know what the bans now were for Ozlake, but perhaps that would have been worth one ban. Now, Darkseer is up on top, played by Trixie, of course. As you said, he's about to level 3, but he realized that the urgency is there. He needs to rotate, and we'll see how effective he will be.
Yeah, I assume they want to go for an early game lineup because in the late game, one mistake is going to cost them a lot more than in the early game. And Fnatic is the better team, I assume, and they're going to get a lot of more decisions and better decisions made. They have a lot of more time to work with. Ozlake is playing against the clock while Fnatic just has to delay the game for 40 minutes and then they should have the game. Juggernaut can't compete with Anti-Mage in terms of carry potential.
That is correct. Hani middle lane sitting at 17 for 5 last hits, 14 for 2 in Magnus. He's doing a very good job winning that lane. Both heroes have their bottles already. Magnus even invested in some boots. So That is where that gold difference is coming in, or just the fact that he didn't spend that much gold early on, so he already has the additional movement speed. So maybe that would be a great, just a great asset to have, that fast movement speed in case Fnatic's heroes or support heroes start rotating into mid. The additional movement speed can definitely make the difference between life and death. But for now, it looks like the supports for Fnatic relatively peaceful.
Yeah, the support Fnatic has a much better time because Nyx is pulling and taking XP that way, and KotL is in the jungle stacking and killing creeps with Illuminate. That's gonna give him a mecha, while Nyx is getting solo XP from the pulls, which is gonna give him a decent fast level 6, and Anti-Mage is completely uncontested, hitting every CS and getting completely solo farm and XP. While their top lane is sharing XP, and Juggernaut was already behind Anti-Mage in levels. And a Juggernaut taking out an Anti-Mage, he needs to be far superior farmed and leveled if it's gonna work. Interesting to see how they're gonna pull this off.
Yeah, that's some great points that you just made, man. I mean, the fact that we have the Nyx assassin pulling, getting this solo experience, that's huge. And then, of course, you have the stacking Keep of the Light. And that's, again, re-emphasizing perhaps the need of banning out a hero like that. I mean, not only is he great in anti-push, but he's also so self-reliant inside of the jungle. He can just stack this camp, keep going, get the levels, get the gold. And that way, they have 3 heroes that get a lot of experience, almost solo experience. I mean, Era gets the most of it as he's sitting on the lane. Then we have the pulls from Nyx, as he said, and then the stacks from Fly. Great, again, strategy here from Fnatic. And the question is, what can Ozilic do about this? I mean, Juggernaut on top, he's by himself anyway. Usually we see the supports rotate them because they're freed up. Maybe they can challenge the jungle. I think they need to do something, because as the gold graph is showing us, the gold is spiraling out of control slowly but surely in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, they have a smoke on Bane. I'm curious to see why they haven't tried to go for Puck yet. Because of Sleep, if he gets into range with Sleep, and then he's dead, Puck should be dead. And they have to get kills, and yeah, Lone Druid has gone into the jungle, but the Fnatic is farming jungle way more effective. You have Doxia taking 2 camps, while Nyx and KotL is taking their camps. They're getting a lot of more XP and farm on the board.
Alright, now we have a rotation coming up from Bane as nighttime hits. Maybe they want to try and maybe they weren't sure if there was ward vision here or something. There's a chicken now flying out toward Bane. It's carrying the bottle for Magnus, and then Magic Stick and new wards with Hani going aggressive here. DD on Magnus. He phases out, goes for the silence. The haste helps him out, but there's the brain step into the silence. Alba, easy time for the stun. Hani drops. First blood goes to Ozilic, and Hani loses his life.
Yeah, you can see he's really troubled by the ping, because he probably would have killed the Lone Druid, but he just walked right into him and got entangled at the Lisa camp in the Scourge jungle. So I assume he has a lot of ping issues, and that's gonna be a trouble for Fnatic, because Puck is one of the key heroes to keep the push at bay until Anti-Mage is ready.
Yep, absolutely correct. Magnus, he definitely profited off that kill. 28 last hits now on him. He's definitely enjoying that free time in mid. Nyx Assassin, though, level 4.5. Rotating out a bit as well. A little bit late on his spike carapace there. Tried to reflect the damage back onto our friend the Magnus. Obi-Wan Banan, he's sitting inside mid, being ready to counter-initiate. Rotating back up toward the top lane right now, though, while Lone Druid is sitting inside the jungle. He's sitting at level 6. In terms of farm, he's got 35 last hits. And if we look at Keep of the Light, he's sitting at 14. And Nyx at 15. So the supports with their shenanigans inside their own jungle are definitely pulling ahead of their counterparts on Ozilic Gaming side. And it's not going to come down to the rotations. When are we going to see the first clashes? I think perhaps when Puck decides to leave his middle lane and then rotate top.
Yeah, it should be. Doxia is back on top right now. He's getting the mecha first, which is really smart. And Keeper of the Light, I'm a bit surprised that he didn't go for the mecha, since he was pulling in the jungle and got a lot of gold. But I guess he's gonna use type of wards and center wards and keep the vision of the Scourge team as low as possible, which is gonna help their ganking. And now they're going smoke ganking top.
Yeah, but I think Ozilic, they should have seen that smoke happen. If they didn't see it, then there must have been maybe bad map awareness. They had a nice ward on the high ground. Double ulti by Hani. Stun flies out from Doomix. Lina gets melted first. In comes Slander. His ultimate is ready. He's looking for a good opportunity. Ultimate used by Juggernaut. Doomix, Spike Carapace stuns him out. He's in huge trouble, though. Hani will try to survive, get himself out here. One more second on the cooldown from his orb. Is he going to try and go aggressive? That's the question. Slander. Oh man, that was a great Illuminate though. Yeah. By Fly, he's coming in, the right click's coming through. Trixie gonna survive this. Hani comes in from the side. Everybody's so low on the side of Ozilic. That is it.
Yeah, that was a really good Illuminate. The ARP really helped him out, because this stayed and let the Doxia kill them with the Iron Shell. However, they didn't get a kill, but now Trixie is being a boltsman and taking the stack of the Scourge team, actually.
Holy crap, this guy is Skewer! Gonna hit on max range. Slander continuing the chase. 4 more seconds. Trixie's in trouble. I think Slander can get the kill here with his nuke if he decides to keep on chasing. With a level 4 nuke, he decides not to go for it. I think that could have been a good, could have been a kill even on Darkseer there, but who knows? Now we have Trixie surging himself back to base. He is alive. He's going for the mech, sitting at, he's about 900 gold away from that. In the meantime, bottom lane Era has enjoyed his free farm there, and he's about 800 gold away from his Battle Fury. So that will be like a 11 to 12 minute Battle Fury, and that's definitely good for Fnatic. Step 1 in their milestones for, well, I guess the development of Anti-Mage is completed. Now Hani needs to have the impact that he wants to have. Middle lane Slander, good illuminate, good follow up. There's the silence. Magnus drops Alba a little bit too late. Stun misses, nuke misses, and dead is the Magnus.
Yeah, Magnus is playing really unsafe. He needs to get his dagger up as soon as possible, and I don't know. Anti-Mage is farming really, really good. He's hitting every creep kill, and he's gonna have a really fast Battle Fury. And then the split pushing is gonna go. The Oslic has a really, really slow team, so they're not gonna be able to counter Anti-Mage when he blinks behind towers and pushes the lanes.
Trixie very aggressive. In the meantime, Puck gets a kill on Lina. Hani getting used to playing from the US, and Trixie on top saves himself. He already has the recipe for the buckler, so again about 900 gold, and then he'll be looking nice. How's our friend Lone Druid looking? He's sitting at 450 gold. The bear. So that would be Phase Boots and Orb of Venom on a Spirit Bear. So as you said, very slow squad on Oslic's side. Fnatic right now, everything is going their way. Once Anti-Mage has the Battle Fury, he needs some power treads, and then maybe another item like a Yasha, and then they can look to go and take the fights.
Yeah, I assume they're gonna start pushing towers now when Lone Druid has his level 7 up and do like a lot of damage. Oh, Magnus actually dies again in middle.
Yeah, that was a very good initiation by Fnatic one more time, and that's just really it's just so much routine inside Fnatic's movement inside mid. All the gangs, even with the stand-in, they only need to make sure to have Nyx there. Tell him, all right, Vendetta, go on him. I will prepare my Illuminate, and Hani just orbs in, goes for the silence, gets the last hit. Just a lot of routine inside Fnatic, and that's one thing that people have been criticizing a bit about them, wondering if Fnatic will be able to get enough practice in before the International 3, because it seems that they rarely have all 5 players in the same spot. And I agree. I mean, Fnatic have so much promise. It would be a shame if they weren't able to get enough practice in before the International 3.
Yeah, I assume they're gonna have to. I mean, I don't know. Fly is doing Krav Maga or something. I know I think in Italy.
Yeah. Oh man, Era bottom lane. There's the ultimate from Magnus. The chain stun is there, and down goes Anti-Mage. That was a very good kill for Oslic. Sorry for interrupting you, man.
No problem. They really needed that kill, and they didn't even use. I think Bane got to level 6 of that. That's gonna be. That's gonna be key for them to get kills with. As soon as Bane has the ultimate, they need to get kills. And give Juggernaut a couple of kills so he keeps up in farming and take towers. They're still not pushing any towers, which is, I don't know. Lone Druid is going for armor instead of the Phase Boots, which I guess is fine, but they're losing towers instead of taking them. That's a problem.
Yeah. Right, Anti-Mage, 200 gold, around about what he needs. Not even 100, I think. Then he will have his item completed. And then, of course, again, you need to give him another 5 minutes or so to get another big item up, just the Yasha. Because if he doesn't have the attack speed that perhaps the... oh man, Doomix getting slept here. The bear is now coming in. Does he have the Vendetta? He does not have it. And Entangle could be his death right now. Drum charges, increase movement speed. There's the surge, though. Doomix turns around for the stun. Slander skewers, but misses. And now we have the surge running out, but Doomix is safe for now. Good rotation by Trixie, doubles buddy. In the meantime, further south, we got Hani in huge trouble, gets melted by the ulti from Lina. And also we had Brain on Juggernaut throw his Omni Slash, but still, a dead Puck is a good Puck out of the Dire side's perspective.
Yeah, Doomix made a little mistake. They did a really cute thing with going invis with the Nyx and then getting an Iron Shell on him. And he almost got the Bane down to half HP with just the Iron Shell, but then he attacked him right as Bane walked uphill. And he couldn't stun him, which made him go uphill and then get sleeped by the Bane, and then, yeah, the following happened. That was a really big mistake. He should have got that kill.
Oh man, Lone Druid is on his way toward the armlet. Era, there's that Battle Fury, 500 gold, so power treads incoming. The boot's very important, and now we have the timer essentially started for Ozlik. How is their farm developing themselves? They have the drums and the phase boots up on Juggernaut. He doesn't have a whole lot more beyond that, I think. A 900 gold in the bank, and Magnus, he's saving toward a blink, but he's still pretty far off of that. So both teams still have the priorities back at home. They need to get some farm going. Whereas Fnatic, they are freed up. They have the 4-man squad. We have Anti-Mage acting kind of separate from the other core of the team. So Fnatic are very free to rotate around, maybe pressure some towers, and perhaps that would be one thing that they could try and do right now. Maybe take out top, then take out bottom, remove that map control a bit, and then try to go for maybe a Roshan on the timing. But at this point, we have them. Okay, they do rotate bottom lane. They are looking to counter gank the gank that's incoming on Anti-Mage.
Yeah, but the problem is that Han is way closer to his Blink Dagger than Magnus actually is, and that's gonna give Fnatic a lot more kill potential, because they really need the RP as initiate, because that's like the only initiate they have, while the Fnatic side has a lot more. They have the Dark, so you can initiate, and Anti-Mage of course, and the Vendetta from Nyx and Puck. So I don't know. I'm feeling really scared from Ozlik, LP for Ozlik right now.
Smoke wore out from Ozlik, so again, not a lot of impact over here as well. We have Doomix looking for a kill. Perhaps he needs to join up with his team. Hani's also there. We have a 3-2 split here right now. The bottom 2-1 being completely forfeited by them. Nyx now shows himself, gets skewered away though. Alba has the mana for a stun. She should go for it. There's the ulti from Obi.
Yeah, that was a really bossy move again. I think he wanted Hani to initiate, but as I said, Hani has a delay. It shows that he has really slow reactions. And but Hani actually has his Blink Dagger in 300 gold, and that's going to be a really key item. While Magnus has only 500 left, so they're going to be a quite battles. And now they're starting to pressure the top tower with the Healing Ward and Spirit Band. He's healing 145 HP per second with the healing ward. It's insane how good that combo is.
Yeah, that's it. It really is. It's a lot of HP coming out for the bear there. But again, Keeper of the Light was there to slow things down a bit, and that's again more time that Ozlik have to invest to take down the tower, more delay before they get the gold income, and more time spent before they get that map control. And that's the thing with Keeper of the Light. He's doing a great job. Or he's not even going for the mech. It was Darkseer. He does have the mech completed. Not even has any boots, and I'm just loving the way that Fnatic is strategizing inside this game. Puck got a kill on Magnus. TP's back before the kill happens and buys a Blink Dagger. That was ballsy, or just bossy.
That was a complete solo kill as well. That's really bad play from Magnus. Now Hani has his Blink Dagger, while Magnus is even more far behind. And now they're gonna push top again, but Doomix is there in this.
Trixie getting ulted, throws out the mech, and the stun from Doomix cancelled wisely enough as he's completely magically immune. Fly shows himself, there's another TP coming in, top T1 drops to the Lone Druid, he's retreating out. And they get away scot-free. No, Hani's chasing. He doesn't have the ulti though. They have nothing to slow him down. There's a surge onto Fly. He's trying to get perhaps the mana leak out. Perhaps they should have surged Doomix on Nyx Assassin for the stun. Instead they have to just decide for the Spirit Bear here. So that was a pretty big victory for Ozlik, getting that tier 1 tower on top and getting away without losing any heroes.
Yeah, but at the same time, Anti-Mage always has his Joshua, and we're only 17 minutes in. He's gonna have like a Manta 22, 23. If he just farms away, even further if they get some towers. Still, the tower lead is in favor of Fnatic, and that's something Ozlik needs to work on. I can't emphasize how much they are behind right now. They need a dagger on Magnus to be able to get a couple of kills. Juggernaut is doing fine. He's going Aghanims, I suppose. Yeah, he's going point boost, but then he's going a more mid-boss. Maybe a Vlad's. Yeah, he's going a Vladimir to push.
Yeah, they are putting their eggs into the push basket. Maybe have the Bear and the Juggernaut there with the healing ward, Lina, Bane for the follow-up, and Magnus to look for the initiation chance. And maybe that's one of the only baskets that they have left to put their eggs in. I mean, Fnatic right now is winning in all other fronts. Trixie has the mech completed. They are ahead in gold by 3.7k, and there's a blink on Puck. There's a Yash already done on Anti-Mage, and his farm will only keep on spiraling. And I think Ozlik needs to apply the pressure on Fnatic here, because as you said, later on, Juggernaut doesn't pack nearly the same type of punch that Anti-Mage has.
Yeah, there was a game shot T2 tower in mid, and Ozlik nearly throw out the RP, but again, Doomix is counting on Hani, who's making mistakes because he has that lag. It's really hurting him. that was a huge kill, but Honey made a mistake. I don't know why has he moved to the US when he was playing with the Fnatic EU team. Are they going to move the Fnatic team to USA or what?
He's just on vacation there with his girlfriend, I think.
Oh, okay, that explains it. But
And I guess he found some sort of internet cafe where he can just play the game.
yeah, I assume so. But yeah, Anti-Mage is still, well, they have a lot of time I mean, they have like 15 minutes or something, because Anti-Mage still has to get some HP. Amanta won't cut it, because they have the Fiend's Grip and they have the Laguna Blade, who's gonna hurt Anti-Mage really good, really much. And the RP, of course, with Juggernaut, so they have time, but they really need to hurry it up. And now, Lina is dying mid again, because of the Nyx Assassin ultimate.
Again, the supports, as we said, they are not that effective. And especially if they don't get that many kills early on and thus are able to get some form of items, maybe bracers, casual vid boosters, even something like a Ghost Scepter. I mean, those are all very expensive items, but that's the thing, you have a bad start and you're just food for heroes like Nyx Assassin and Puck, and that's exactly what Fnatic are doing right now. We have Ozlik kind of, oh, Hani goes in, the silence, catches one, the ulti catches two, but there's a response ulti from Bane, and Hani can't do anything, he's going to drop right now, and Fnatic, they do back out, and that's the problem when you have an initiator. Oh, the blink from Slander, and the ulti catches two heroes, the ulti from Juggernaut to follow up, there's the ultimate from Anti-Mage as well, so many ultis being thrown out, 1 for 1 so far, great wall though by Trixie, surges himself away, Era manning up and fighting, Obi-Wan going down, great stun into a vacuum by Trixie and Doomix, that could have turned that team fight around. Era just standing his ground and fighting, getting entangled by the bear who's so tanky, 2.7k HP, Doomix getting stunned, the ulti thrown out onto Era, but Alba still in trouble. Further south we have Doomix being chased by Brain, good timing with the stun though, and I think that we have Nyx Assassin surviving, and it's all Ozlik dead after the end of this team fight.
Yeah, and Anti-Mage got a lot of kills, and yeah, he needs to recite for Manta style. That's gonna be a 21-22 minute Manta style, and that's huge. Then he can go for maybe a heart, or if he's a Volsa guy, he goes for the bash or the butterfly if he's confident. And as I said, the supports are really poor, and they have no gold to use mass sentries, which is kind of needed against the Nyx Assassin. It's the same way with Lothars. You don't need buy it only because of the invis, but the supports are going to be really poor because they have to buy sentries and dusts and whatnot all the time, and that's gonna hurt them because no mecha is up. They're not even close to a mechanism on the Dire side.
Yeah, absolutely. That hurts them. That weakens their team fight. The wall was amazing as well. But what I don't understand, I mean, Anti-Mage, he's relatively low on HP. He was just able to stand there and keep on fighting. I think the only one that focused the Anti-Mage was just the bear, even though he had so much impact. And the thing is, after the team fight kind of slows down, he's the guy that you need to worry about. Because if you're a supporter like Alina, you're running away, you have a blinker behind you, you are screwed. And that's exactly what happened there.
Yeah, they have one spell to like shut down the Anti-Mage, apart from RP of course, and that's the Fiend Grip, and that was used on the Puck. And then Anti-Mage can just blink around and hit whatever he wants. He wasn't even contested at that. Yeah, sure, he got a Light Strike array, but he has full spell sheet. That doesn't even touch him. It's like 300 damage. It's a normal nuke. And versus an Anti-Mage, that's not a lot. And he has his Manta now. He's gonna be able to solo kill like Lina and Bane if they're not careful.
Yeah, bottom tier 1. Being pushed though by Ozlik, they realize that they have to move, but in the meantime, top tier 1 drops, and they just invested one hero. Hani TP's bottom, they are ready to fight at this tier 2. The question is this a great choice from Ozlik? I'm not sure. All ultis are up though for Ozlik. There's the stun, there's the mana burn. Oh my goodness, look at that initiation, and Slander messed up his ultimate completely. He didn't blink, just ultied the ground in front of him, and down goes Juggernaut. This is now Fnatic's game, or fight at least. Don't want to take it that far, but there will be 2 heroes dead for Ozlik and a failed initiation for Magnus, and you cannot afford to do that, not even once.
Yeah, Fnatic has a lot of gold lead. They're leading 8,000 gold and like almost 13,000 XP, and they have almost all their towers alive. Anti-Mage is farmed, and I don't know what they can do at the moment. They're really far behind.
And well, the thing is, they were looking okay. Magnus, he had the opening, he was looking for it, and then, you know, that's what happens. I mean, that's what we see happen in pub games very often, is if you're a Magnus, and you want to blink ulti, that you just ulti and don't blink, and that's what we just saw happen on bottom lane. I don't know if his blink dagger got cancelled by something.
Yeah, I think it got cancelled by the vacuum. I think it hit it. No, then it will go move to the center. I don't know actually if it messed it up or if it was cancelled by something. I didn't see. But it missed RP and Doxy got a huge wall off and vacuum. That's completely annihilated the Scourge side.
Yeah, that
Sure.
was definitely nuts.
Yeah, Syllaber is pretty farm, but he can't go up against an anti-mage. Because anti-mage will just jump on the Syllaber and then what?
Yeah, I mean, Silver or Lone Druid, one of the heroes that really is kind of able to fight against an anti-hit because he doesn't care about his mana pool that much. And they have the Juggernaut, so on paper, it's definitely okay for Ozlik to go into a fight against Fnatic with these lineups. But the thing is that the game progression was so heavily favoring Fnatic EU that at this point, with the gold and the experience advantage, oh man, look at Lone Druid. He's not even noticing that he's getting burned. He's not even noticing that there's an Invis Nyx Assassin there with an Ion Shell. He's going to die right now. What an initiation by Fnatic. Down goes the Lone Druid. They are now dominating the game, and they will try to go for the Courier.
And
Down
yeah,
it goes.
Like the Courier. That's like 2 kills for the entire team. That's a lot of gold.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
meanwhile, the fight at bottom, Anti-Mage does what he does. Takes the tier 2 mid tower, while the Cuddle just keeps them at bay until Anti-Mage is taking the tower, and then they initiate. Anti-Mage is such a good pick here. And now he's gonna get almost tier 2 top as well. Yeah, they're not even gonna
3.2k
contest
also
it. He's gonna get it free. For free.
Yep.
And he has 3k gold. Yeah, that's... Jesus Christ.
That's
He's
a Reaper
farmed.
right there.
Yeah, that's a Reaper.
Tier 1 goes down. Hani initiates again, phase shifts out, and is this time able to survive this. And there's that signature Dagon from Hani, and all of them get forced back. Slander looking for the counter initiation. Good blink in by Doomix, and the mana burn. Counter initiation by our Juggernaut, though, and he's now way out of position. Needs to back out. There's another mana burn to hit him on the way back out. Gets stunned by the mana leak. So much mana getting burned, and Hani going back in again. He was waiting on the side the entire time, and the tier 2 does go down. Failed deny attempt by Ozlik. They need to back out, they need to heal up, and all towers are now down for the Dire side. And this is again Fnatic just playing amazing Dota.
Yeah, and AIM does what it does best. He just splits push, and yeah, just comes the heart to be able to be a tank. And that's a Reaver, and yeah, soon his heart is just to recycle away, even less. And meanwhile, they keep the attackers bait. They even get the tier 2 bottom and lose the tier 2 top, and he damaged the tier 3 top. They have no response at this. I don't see how Scourge is gonna come back to this game, actually.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, the thing is, I'm asking, maybe Fnatic don't even want to go for Roshan right now, because that would be a chance for Ozlik to get back into the game if they position themselves weirdly and they get caught up by good RP. So maybe Fnatic won't care about Roshan. They will just try to finish the game, take the high ground.
Illusion.
Yeah, even Coddle has a Ghost Scepter. Ghost Scepter is not gonna die. And Nyx, of course, Nyx has his Blink Dagger. He's gonna be able to initiate without the Invis. And here it comes.
There's a stun, and that's the power of a Nyx Assassin. Oh my goodness, finally we see an RP, only catches 2 heroes, but they all get skewered back into the tier 3. Doomix gets stunned up, Alba gets picked off by the Dagon. Hani was there to sneak that one in. 2 heroes down for Fnatic though, so that was a good initiation, but the RP is down, and Fnatic, they will look for a fight relatively soon, I feel.
Yeah, finally we get an RP out that hits a lot of people, but I mean, Anti-Mage now has his complete heart, and we're 26 minutes in. He had the Manta at 21, he has farmed a complete heart at 5 minutes. That's insane.
Yes, I'm loving this decision by Ozlik too. I mean, it's one thing that Anti-Mage is getting very, very crazy. That's a consequence that Ozlik had to live with. There's nothing they can do about that. He will continue farming. He will be continuously dominating the team fights, and that's just a matter of fact. Hani, is he going to realize that they are doing Roshan right now? He's getting entangled though. Throws out his orb. Now they know that Roshan being attempted, or they might not. That orb was weirdly positioned. Now they know though. TP out from Hani to the tier 1 in mid, and Ozlik, they need to be so careful. We have Juggernaut TPing out, even the illusions from Anti-Mage too strong, and Roshan is defended successfully.
Yeah, and I think Fnatic's gonna get Roshan now. They're probably gonna kill with Vendetta or something, or just go straight Rosh. Here is inside the Rush pit. Yeah, take on Rosh.
Yeah, here
And
they go,
can't
and
do
because
anything
that imminent danger of a blink RP is not there for another 30 seconds.
No, and they have the wall up on the docks here and everything.
Oh man, blinking by Doomix one more time. Triple stun into Trixie's wall vacuum. What initiation. Hani with the silence. 4-man ultimate. The Dagon gets pinged out as well. Era is in there looking for the target to right click. 1 hero already down from Ozlik. Make that 2, make that 3. And now we have Magnus as well as our friend the Lone Druid dropping as well. Well, just a Lone Druid. Magnus is somewhere else. But it's a triple kill for Trixie. And my god, what an initiation. That was beautiful by Doomix to stand in. And then the follow-up from Trixie, right on time, right on the money, and they win that huge team fight at Roshan. They get rewarded with some gold and Aegis and probably a game.
Yeah, this has to be a game. As Toby would have said, this is a disaster for us. Like
Yeah.
they have no. Even the Magnus is going for the mecha. That's how far behind they are. And Magnus is the hero who can farm up on mechanism. He's going for the buckler, and yeah, he has mecha in like 500 gold, but still, that's not gonna help them a lot. They need a 5-man RP and a really good Omni Slash, and they might be able to kill him. But still, they have 5 towers to take down, to be able to access a couple of Rexes. And at this rate, I mean, Anti-Mage doesn't care Rex fault. He's just gonna split push anyway. And now it goes into T3 tower.
It really is ridiculous. I mean, but that initiation by Fnatic, that was so beautiful. Trixie with the vacuum pulls down Slander, and now he's getting mana leaked, and he's in huge trouble. But we have Brain on Juggernaut joining in. The ulti from Era just kills the Magnus right away. The stun from Lina misses everything. There's the ulti thrown up by Juggernaut, chasing after Fly. He's running away with the negative urn charge. He's fine though. Turns around, goes for the Illuminate. Era in the mix as well, chasing Obi-Wan Banan. He's in trouble, but he does have a cool name after all, so that's at least something. And this is going to be tier 3 under a huge siege. And I mean, this anti-mage is too crazy, too much to handle for Ozlik at this point.
Yeah, he's way too farmed. He soon has his Eagle Horn, and that's gonna be, well, it's already game. They're leading what 20,000 gold and 25,000 XP. There's no chance that Ozlik is gonna be able to take this. Fnatic is a team, well, they're not gonna drop a lead like this, regardless of ping or whatever. I don't know why they're taking the stacks and stuff. They have the Aegis. They should just go for tier 3s.
Yeah, they could just try and brute force it.
Yeah, I guess they're waiting for some item. I don't know what they want though, because I mean they're so bad right now, and even Darkseid has his Shiva Scar. He's gonna do a lot of damage.
Definitely, and he is super tanky as well. He doesn't have the hood or the pipe to kind of mitigate the magical damage, but still he's super tanky, and he might be running into a trap. The smoke is there. There's a Nightmare, but Ozlik, they don't know if there's any follow-up. There's the ultimate used by Slander. He's looking for the skewer. Is that going to be successful? Looks kind of risky. Doomix and Trix in trouble. There's a wall into a vacuum. Again, catching everybody. The mech, though, heals them all back up. Doomix goes invis. And who to focus right now? Hani is there with the counter initiation. Era now coming in. Daddy's home. Kills 2 heroes. And that is Ozlik getting destroyed. There's a stun onto Juggernaut. He drops as well. 3 heroes down. Triple kill for Era. Godlike spree on him. And Hani further north, still at work on Judo, the lone druid. And he's getting sliced down as well. There's the mana burn and Judo, or mana leak. Down goes the lone druid. Only one surviving is Bane, but this is a disaster for Ozlik.
Yeah, they're done now. They're gonna lose maybe at least 1 Rex, maybe 2 even. Yeah, they call them the GG. You know, this is lost.
This is game, my friends. Again, Fnatic EU, welcome back into the competitive Dota 2 scene. It's a nice day for Dota 2. First, we had a great performance by VP versus Cupid Red Pandas, and now we have Fnatic destroying Ozlik, and it's not even over yet. Be sure to stick around. We will have Toby going live any minute, I think, for the best of 5 between Mousesports as well as DD Dota. The winner of that will get a direct invite to the International 3. The loser will also fly to Seattle, but they will have to prove themselves over there against the second place of the East qualifiers. That's all coming up today, my friends. I hope you're enjoying your Sunday. If you're in Germany or France or one of the other countries where tomorrow is a holiday as well, then look forward to great Dota and a day off tomorrow as well, so you can stay up nice and long and you can have maybe a beer or another hot chocolate, who knows. And again, thank you all for tuning in. Lao Wai, do you have a holiday tomorrow?
No, I don't actually. Oh, it's a normal day for me.
That's too bad.
But I'm looking forward to the international game now. I really hope DD Dota is gonna take it, and I'm looking forward to see a lot of tree-end picks.
Yeah, my endgame stream, by the way, did it switch to the? Did it switch you over to the Ancient?
Yeah, it did.
It didn't switch me over. I'm looking at the secret shop with Anti-Mage. The first time this has ever happened to me. I am so happy, so glad to see this, guys. That was it for StarLadder Season 6. My name is Epi. Follow me on Twitter at EpiCommentary, please. And my YouTube is Join Dota Epi. I will upload my VODs there. I have an interview there as well with fucking Mad from DD. Yesterday was half an hour long. We talked about a lot of stuff. Empire, Goblack, Silent, DD, MTW, just a lot of stuff. Be sure to check that out on my YouTube as well. And I will upload these VODs here as well. Until then, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in later for Toby's stream. Also, the Good Studios casting that as well. And that's that from our side. Lao Wai, thanks so much for casting with me. Any shoutouts, last words?
Thanks for having me. Some shoutouts to my friends, my Danish noob friends who know who they are, and my team, of course. Looking forward to DreamHack and share first there.
Alright,
yeah.
We'll see you guys at DreamHack. Do you have a Twitter?
No, I don't actually. Nothing, so you can't follow me there. You can see me posting at Reddit. I'm called Druidslawai, but I don't drill out. I'm sorry.
Alright, well, it was a pleasure having you, man. It was a pleasure to watch this game of Fnatic versus Ozlic Gaming. Fnatic take this. They prove again that they are worthy of competing at the International 3. And speaking of that, qualifier coming up next. Until then, guys, bye-bye.